Hello friends, my name is Stephanie Padger and thank you so much for joining me on my page, The Empowered Life. So today's video might seem a little bit funny because you're thinking, Stephanie, it's 7 o'clock Central Time on Monday, so how am I supposed to improve my Monday? How am I supposed to make it not suck anymore, right? Well, I understand that your Monday might already be over. But this tip that I'm going to give you to help you make Mondays not suck so much will actually help you make any work day, or really just any kind of event or anything that you're participating in, way more enjoyable for you. Okay, so here's my tip. Well, actually, let's backtrack a little bit. So many times on Mondays or other days or situations where we are doing something that might not be our most favorite thing to do, maybe it's going to your job, maybe it's showing up and helping with somebody with something you really just didn't want to help with, you didn't feel like you had the time, or maybe it was going to class or something like that. And so you're just kind of like preparing yourself for not a great day, or to not be in a super great mood, right? You're already just kind of anticipating like, I'm gonna be drudging through this day or this experience. So that's a supernatural, not supernatural, but it's a very natural thing to feel. So how do you kind of combat that? Well, I actually focused on this today. So as many of you, lose you for a second there, as many of you might know, during the day, I nanny for 2 young children, and it's a really enjoyable job a lot of the time, but sometimes kids are really high energy, and as an adult you're just not always feeling that same high energy. You're just not always on the same level, and so sometimes going in and knowing that you have to be on can be a little bit daunting. You're like, okay, gotta get my energy up, but I don't feel like it. I gotta get my energy up, right? I'm sure many of you out there can completely relate to what I'm saying, even if you're not a nanny, right? There are times you just have to be on, even if you just totally don't feel on. Okay, so I was thinking like, okay, all right, I'm feeling a little like blah. It's a really rainy Monday here in Chicagoland. It was just kind of just blah day, and it's a Monday, I'm not feeling, the weekend was too short, as it always is. And so I was like, all right, how do I get myself out of this Monday blues type of funk and really have a better day? Because this is in my control, right? This is totally in my control. So the thing I realized that I needed to do is, number one, stop being selfish, because oh my god, I was totally focused on myself, my emotions, my needs, what I wanted. Yeah, I know you gotta look out for number one, and you'll hear me talk about that a lot, and that's really important, but I was being really super selfish. I was just totally focused on myself, and I said, I'm gonna actually change my focus, and my focus is gonna be, what can I do to make these kids happy and smiling? What can I do to keep lifting their spirits? What can I do to keep improving their mood, right? And by doing that, I actually got involved in a killer dance party. I was like, We were listening to some Kidsters radio on Pandora. If you have kids, you have to check out Kidsters radio. It's awesome. Or Beat Buds radio. It's amazing. So I ended up, because my focus was on the kids and making them laugh and helping them have a really good time and not focused on my own tired Monday blues mood, it totally lifted my mood, right? Because then not only am I involved in a dance party, but then because of me being high vibe and high energy, the kids were more high vibe and high energy, right? So it just was this beautiful cycle of them feeling good, and it was making me feel good, and then they were in good moods, and it was awesome, right? So I had to, number one, stop focusing so much on myself and realize that I was being completely narcissistic and focusing on myself. And number two, I had to make, in addition to that, I had to make somebody else's happiness my primary focus. I had to decide that it was going to be my mission to make somebody else even more joyful than I felt, or even more joyful than they were the minute before, or something like that. Now, you may not be a nanny, but how can that relate to your job or to your life? For example, if you work in an office and somebody comes up to your desk and they're like, hey, I have this really important thing, I kind of need you to drop what you're doing and work on this right now, I need you to work on this report or this project. Yeah, that might not make you the happiest, but if you reframe for a second, stop thinking so much about yourself, think about the other person and think, all right, how can I make them happy in this situation? You're going to put a smile on your face and you're going to say, absolutely, let me take that off your plate. Let me help you with that report. I know you have a lot of work going on right now, so let me go ahead and help you with that, right? Or maybe you're at the grocery store, right? And you're just kind of irritated and the line's taking too long and the cashier is, moving too slow in your opinion or something like that. But what if instead of focusing on yourself, you focused on the cashier, and when you got up there and realizing that it's their Monday too, or their work day too, and maybe they're tired, or maybe they've got the blues, and then focused on them and thought about how can you make them smile by maybe addressing them by their name, or making a joke, or asking them their opinion on something that you're trying out in your cart today. There are a million different ways you can focus on somebody else's needs and their joy and their happiness and take a little bit of the focus off of yourself. So I know I said this is a way to kind of fight the Monday blues, but really it's just kind of a way to fight the blues any work day, right? Take the focus off of yourself. Stop getting in your own head and your own drudgery about, oh, I'm so tired, this is gonna suck, I don't want to do this. Just get out of your own head for a minute. Okay? And then make your focus about somebody else, anybody else. It doesn't have to be, the most annoying person in your workplace. It doesn't have to be, it doesn't have to be anybody in particular. Just direct your focus towards making somebody else's day better, towards making them smile, towards making them more joyful. And I promise you, it will completely turn your mood around and your day around as well. If you guys liked this tip in this video, please do go ahead and click the like button on my page or click the subscribe button. And if you want to know even more about what we're doing here at The Empowered Life, please visit my website at theempoweredlife.co. I do offer one-to-one personal coaching, group coaching, and I'm even creating an amazing online course called Breaking Free. It's based on my ebook, and it's going to be all about how to break free from negativity in every aspect of your life to start living a life that you're truly excited about. Okay? So if you want any more information, please go check that stuff out. Comment below if you like this video, and I can't wait to see you next time. Bye, guys.